Kim here, Director of Communications for the Arizona Senate Republicans, and joining me today is Senator Sina Kerr of District 13. Governor Doug Ducey just signed one of your bills into law, SB 1630, which is really an innovative solution in combating our crisis of a shortage of school bus drivers within the state of Arizona. Give us a little insight as to how this bill came to fruition and what it's all about.
Well, yes, I was so excited to get to sponsor this bill because our districts need the flexibility to be able to utilize vehicles that they already have in stock, that they have in their districts. And so they can now utilize their 11 to 15 passenger vans for regular bus routes to deliver students back and forth safely to and from school. And this will all be under the oversight of Department of Public Safety and the Student Transportation Advisory Council that will oversee the safety measures, and also DPS trains the drivers. And so they will have extensive training, but they will not be required to they won't need to have a CDL because these are smaller vehicles, 11 to 15 passengers. Many school districts have them already, and they've been using them to transport students for athletic events and other events. So why not let them transport students on a regular bus route?
Unfortunately, what we've been seeing is a lot of those drivers with those CDL licenses have been jumping ship and going to places like Amazon and FedEx. So this allows a driver to transport students without a CDL license because this vehicle is going to be a lot smaller to operate.
Exactly, and of course, with all the training is still required. Not only will it save, as far as saving on employees. You probably have many districts will have many that will want to be trained and want to be able to transport these students safely, but also on maintenance, on fuel, everything. So it'll be a huge cost savings. Again, safety being the number one issue, and it allows, especially I've heard from our administrators in rural districts where currently they have to use the full-size 80-passenger vans, and it just doesn't make sense. A one-size-fits-all doesn't work for many of our rural districts, whether it be the terrain can be rougher. There's still a lot of dirt roads out in our rural areas, or there's so few students that need to be transported to a particular area.
How has the school bus driver shortage impacted schools within the state of Arizona? I'm sure you've heard from lots of schools and lots of districts kind of laying out the issues.
Yes, school bus routes taking much longer, and just maybe not being able to service some areas because they just can't get the drivers and the buses there.
I know I've read reports of where field trips, enrichment have to been canceled because they couldn't find drivers, where administrators were actually going out in some of these smaller districts in these rural communities and driving the buses themselves. School bus drivers working 15-hour days just to cover all the routes. So certainly needed, and we appreciate you sponsoring this bill. Again, SB 1630, just signed by the governor. So it looks like it's going to take effect 90 days after the legislature adjourns. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. And I know that there are a lot of districts and administrators and students that are really going to benefit from this.
All right, Senator Sina Kerr, thank you for this legislative update.